Hey guys, thanks for joining this video. My name is Gia. I am creating this video because I have an Instagram account which I originally created to inspire myself or keep myself on check when it comes to my health and nutrition. And during that process, I actually ended up getting some questions about my experiences. So I guess I'll start with a bit of a background, but this video essentially is to answer a couple of the main questions that I get today. And I may make follow-up videos on other questions that I get. I'm not trying to be YouTube famous. I'm just trying to share what I can for things especially that are hard to share in maybe an Instagram comment because it's just too much detail. So background on myself. By the way, I have a paper with my notes so you see me looking at this. And I'm not a professional, so I don't know how to do crazy edits and all that jazz. Background on myself, I am 34 years old. In high school, I was eating poultry and seafood, and the reason I was eating only poultry and seafood is because cows are my favorite animal, because they're strong, and they're kind, and they got long lashes. And from there, it was really natural for me to not eat things like pork and lamb, and I wasn't really hardcore about it. But I've always been a little bit athletic, always done sports, and then in July 2017, my sister encouraged me to do my first figure competition, so that's when I did it. And it's in that process where I started to do research about where my food comes from, what are the nutritional values, am I eating really good things or not, and I ended up getting exposed to the lack of welfare for the animals that I was eating. And from there, it was really easy for me to decide to go vegan. For a period of time, I transitioned to a pescatarian diet, and then I was eating milk, drinking milk and eating eggs, and then exposure to their welfare made me just go cold turkey vegan. It was just easy. If you guys are looking for examples, I'm not trying to shove anything down your throat. I don't want to say what you're doing is wrong. You have to be vegan, but I'm here to share my experiences. If you're looking for examples, the reason I stopped drinking milk and eating milk products is because I saw a video where a mom was chasing its calf as the calf was put into a truck to get taken away and put into a confined space to not move and be made into veal. And if you aren't aware, guys, like humans, cows need to be pregnant or have had a baby to produce milk. So the cow is then milked and then made pregnant again. The baby's taken away and milked again. So that's that. As for egg, I saw a video where there were hundreds of chicks that were put onto a conveyor belt and were being discarded by ways of being shredded. Not going to go into details of that. I also don't want to be too gory here, but those are the examples of some of the things that I've seen that have made it really easy for me to be vegan. So I guess that was the first question, is was it easy for me? My path has been long because years back I would have never thought I'd be vegan. I say my path was long because I was doing poultry and seafood since high school, and then I transitioned to pescatarian, and then I went vegan, and that took a span of like 18 or so years, right? But the moment I exposed myself to the welfare of these animals, then that was easy for me to turn vegan. And then of course, the next popular or equally popular question I get is, where do I get my protein? As a lady that likes her muscles a little bit more than the average, I get my fair share of protein and I have no problem getting it. I'm 141 pounds as of yesterday, and I'm getting about 140 grams or plus of protein every day, no problems. I do have examples here, but beyond the examples that I have here, I also get protein from beans, rice, broccoli, and intra-workout, I supplement with a vegan shake. So for the examples that I have here for you guys is soy. I do consume soy. Soy milk in particular has more protein than something like your almond milk. And I know there are folks out there that are concerned about the estrogen, the impact on estrogen that soy has. I've seen conflicting studies about its impact, but really it doesn't bother me, so I don't really care that much. But soy is a good option if you aren't too concerned about that. I do always have also tofu and tempeh at my house, which is more of like a whole soybeans fermented. That's what tempeh is. But I have these in my house. I also have alternative meats. So for example, Beyond Meat, Gardein, these are made of soy protein isolates, as well as this thing called wheat gluten. So if you guys are not familiar, wheat gluten is basically what it says. It's wheat gluten. It's super high in protein, super low in carb, and super low in fat, depending on how you cook it. The thing about wheat gluten, it is not gluten-free. So if you're like me and you have a gluten sensitivity, you have to be aware of how much you eat or pay attention to your body. I've had tons of tests. My doctor says to keep eating gluten or wheat, or gluten, so I do, but I keep track of my body. The way that the reactions that I get when I eat too much gluten, or the reaction that my body has to gluten is through dermatographia, and I'll show you guys. Dermatographia is simply, you can write on me. I don't know if you can see this, but you can write on me, and I'll show you in a bit, or I'll keep my arm up. How's that? You can write on me, and so I do pay attention, and if I feel like I'm eating too much, I'll bring back my intake. So just be aware of that. And by the way, guys, these things, when you go to the store, they're like $3, $4, $5, $6. You don't have to pay $3, $4, $5, $6 every time. You can actually just go to the store and buy wheat gluten. It's usually like by the flour section. You can make your own stuff. There's some really great recipes out there. You can make like fake chicken or vegan chicken nuggets, strips, whatever you have, chicken wings, those kind of things. Can you start to see the smiley face coming? It'll get even worse. It's a little bit red right now. But I do have other protein sources that are also an option. These ones are higher in fat. But you need fat, right? Especially these kind of things sometimes does have things like your omega-3s, which are really good fats. So flax seeds, I particularly really love the roasted ones from Trader Joe's. Hemp seeds, amazing on everything. And chia, bogia. I either sometimes just sprinkle this on stuff or make it into some chia pudding. And then I also have nutritional yeast. Yes, the name is not exciting, but nutritional yeast kind of tastes like cheese. And so what I do, guys, is I'll sprinkle it on stuff, or if, let's say I'm like eating a burrito, I'll mix the nutritional yeast with a little bit of water and a little bit of salt. It's like a cheese dip. Nutritional yeast, by the way, for a tablespoon has 0 grams of fat, 2 grams of carbs, and 3 grams of protein, so not so bad, huh? And guys, I'm so, because I was eating this, and then I looked, I don't know, maybe I just skimmed over it too quickly. I was eating this, and then I just looked in the ingredients, prepping myself for this video, and there's freaking skim milk in here. I should have known better. Just because something says veggie burger, it's not vegan, and don't be lazy when you come to looking at your ingredient list either, because I also don't consume palm oil because of its impact to orangutans, but that's another story. I don't know what happened. I must have been really lazy that day or something, or just blind. Okay, but can you see that smiley face? It's kind of gnarly, huh? It's kind of like 3D-ish. Anyways, guys, so I guess I should end with, would I ever go back to being a non-vegan? Heck to the no, mother suckers. It's just not in me anymore to consume animal product or animal byproduct. I don't also like leather. When I got a car, it's hard finding a non-vegan car, or finding a vegan car, but I have a vegan car, and it's just part of my lifestyle. It's just part of who I want to be. I don't have problems with meat eaters. Hey, you gotta love everybody, right? But if somebody's curious about what my experiences are, I'm happy to share them. And I might have different experiences than you would have on the same path, right? So you might see me, guys, putting up more videos. I can't commit to saying I will do it in a regular cadence. I'm just wanting here to answer questions. That was all bad grammar. But anyways, follow me guys on Instagram, eat.left.lift, and be #gorilla inspired with me. You can't see, you can't see my muscles. Well, thanks for watching. Hi, me again. Told you guys I'm not good at this. I forgot to say, if you have any questions or want to know something specific about my experiences, put them down below. Also, if you're a vegan and you have tips for me, please share them with me. I'd love to hear them. You guys on Instagram are always so supportive and rooting me on, and I hope I'm doing the same for you. Did you hear my puppy ring the bell? She needs to go pee. I hope I'm doing the same for you. So thanks guys, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.